So you know that feeling when you're scrolling through social media and suddenly you're bombarded with videos about how the algorithm is broken and that it's tougher than ever to become a creator and it's so difficult to succeed? My name is Shanae and today I'm going to share my perspective on having a stop doing list. As of late, I have found myself consuming more than I was creating, and I definitely spiraled down a rabbit hole where I had experienced analysis paralysis because almost every video on my YouTube as well as Instagram algorithm was geared towards how difficult it is to be a creator right now. Now, I am in no way, shape or form denying the fact that being a creator has its challenges, especially in 2025 with constant app updates, gear changing and evolving. I feel like the goalposts are moving forward universally, and we also have like AI. There are many variables, but I do prefer to have my content inspire rather than create fear to the point of hindrance. And it is not the creator's fault, it is definitely my fault for taking their message as a stop sign and not a stepping stone. Because when I was consuming those videos about how tough it is to be a creator, I never saw it as an opportunity. I saw it as a challenge and reason enough to stop making videos. Of course, I've returned back to work. My energy levels are not what they were when I was on leave. My schedule also isn't as open as it was when I was on leave. So creating videos already has its challenges, and I didn't need to add an additional layer of resistance by watching all of these big names tell me that it's difficult. So that being said, I decided to look for ways to essentially open my mind up to creating and trying again, because my general approach towards like my YouTube videos, for example, is that I love creating them and I love editing them, and I don't want the fear of another creator to inspire me to stop. And in my searching for tools to help me with that, I came across the stop doing list. So my method of implementing the stop doing list is very simple, but probably a bit niche to me, because I believe people just go in straight with like listing the things that we should stop doing. What I do is take a more journaling forward approach, and because I'm already journaling 3 pages every morning of free writing, that writing already is just pure inner narrative essentially, and from those 3 pages you can definitely identify patterns. So what I would do is write my 3 pages, totally free flowing stream of consciousness, and from those 3 pages I will identify patterns of what story keeps coming up, what excuses keep coming up, where am I at mentally. And basically the 3 things that I can tell you on my stop doing list right now is to limit my doom scrolling to 10 minutes, to not consume any media when I'm feeling exhausted, because that's when the negative messaging really impacts me, and also to unfollow any creators that don't make me feel inspired. So it is really like a cheap and easy way to get into creating a stop doing list. It helps you to identify roadblocks that are creeping up in your mental narrative. And since, you know, most of us already journal in the morning, it's easy to just revisit a page or 2 and be like, oh, I didn't realize I was telling myself that, maybe I should add that to my stop doing list. And that all in all is how I approach my stop doing list. I have my 3 pages journaled. From there I audit my 3 pages and I break it down into a task list of things I need to stop doing, and then I take it a step further and I create a Notion dashboard of the things that I like to stop doing, and I break it down into categories. And that also gives you like a little bit of gratification when you have really noticed that you have stopped doing that specific thing. Like, give yourself 7 to 14 days to no longer doom scroll before bed, and in the 14-day check mark you can really tick it off and be like, wow, I stopped doing that. And I think it's really important for us that's starting out in the creator economy to keep headstrong and make sure that we check in with ourselves and reset our own stories. Because yes, there are challenges, but you don't want to create additional challenges that only exist in your world and in your mind. So if you are interested in trying to create the stop doing list the way that I have attempted it, I find that it is really, really valuable, and it definitely got me feeling more creative and happy to try again. I've also unfollowed a lot of creators on my social media, and yeah, let me know in the comments what you'll be adding to your stop doing list, and I hope to see you soon.